Is this the most touching moment of the year for ARMY? A huge surprise took place at a South Korean military barracks when BTS's Jungkook suddenly appeared to visit his best friend, V, who is currently serving his mandatory military service. The arrival of the Golden Magne immediately became a hot topic on social media, leaving ARMYs worldwide both shocked and deeply moved. However, what was even more surprising was what Jungkook did when he met V. It wasn't just a regular visit. There was an emotional moment that left many people wondering what really happened inside the military barracks that day. Tears of joy at the border. Jungkook and V in a heartfelt embrace as seen in widely circulated images. Jungkook was dressed in all black, wearing a Louis Vuitton cap that partially covered his face. However, nothing could hide his emotions when he reunited with V. And the first photo. V, dressed in his military uniform, was seen tightly embracing Jungkook. This was not just an ordinary hug. It was one filled with deep meaning, as if they had been holding back their longing for a long time. ARMYs who saw this moment couldn't hold back their tears, especially knowing how their friendship has lasted for more than a decade. "I really didn't expect Jungkook to come here," said one soldier stationed at the barracks. He arrived quietly, without many people knowing, and went straight to meet V. The two of them looked very emotional. However, the hug wasn't the only surprising moment. According to eyewitnesses, after embracing, Jungkook was seen whispering something into V's ear. No one knows exactly what was said, but V's facial expression immediately changed. Secret words that made V tear up. Did Jungkook say something that made V emotional? Was there a special message he brought? Many ARMYs started speculating on social media, with some even suspecting that it might have something to do with a big BTS plan after they complete their military service. At that moment, after they hugged, V immediately wiped his eyes as if holding back tears, said an anonymous source. They stood there for several minutes, just talking to each other, while the other soldiers could only watch in amazement. Did Jungkook enter the barracks? What happened inside? After the emotional moment at the gate, reports suggest that Jungkook was allowed to enter the military barracks. This is quite rare, considering the strict rules regarding visits to military facilities. Many are wondering if something bigger is being planned behind the scenes. Did Jungkook bring important news from Big Hit about BTS's future? Several wild speculations have started circulating. Jungkook delivered a secret plan for BTS's reunion after military service. There is a secret collaboration project between V and Jungkook that will be announced soon. Or did Jungkook simply want to ensure his best friend was doing well amid the hardships of military life? ARMY's reactions. "I'm crying." They're like family. After these photos went viral, ARMYs around the world flooded social media with emotional reactions. "I'm crying seeing this." Their friendship is so genuine. Jungkook is truly the best friend. He traveled all that way just to see V. "My heart feels so warm." Is this a sign they will come back with a big project after military service? I'm so curious. Not only were ARMYs touched, but even non-BTS fans acknowledge that the bond between Jungkook and V is something special. BTS's future. What's next? Many believe that Jungkook's visit was not just an ordinary meeting. It could be the beginning of something bigger. With BTS currently serving in the military, speculation about their comeback continues to grow. Is this visit a sign that they are preparing something major? Or is it simply a pure moment of friendship with no hidden agenda? One thing is certain, the bond between BTS members remains strong, even amid their duties as South Korean soldiers. And for ARMYs, that alone is more than enough to make their hearts race in anticipation of the next surprise. Is this real or just a hoax? ARMY must think critically. After the shocking news about Jungkook visiting V at the military barracks spread widely, a big question arose in many people's minds. Did this really happen, or was it just a scenario created to attract media attention? In this digital era full of viral news and wild speculation, it is crucial for all of us, especially ARMY, to think critically and not believe everything right away, a surprise that seems too perfect. We cannot deny that the circulating photos and videos depict a very emotional moment. A tight hug, secret whispers, and heartfelt expressions between Jungkook and V seem like solid proof of their extraordinary friendship. But did this moment really happen spontaneously? Or is this part of a bigger strategy to keep the public's attention on BTS even while they are serving in the military? Some fans may say, why doubt it? Isn't this just a sincere moment of friendship? However, if we look deeper, there are several factors that make us question whether this was truly a real event or just a media fabrication. Signs that raise suspicion: Jungkook's access to the military barracks. We all know that South Korea's military regulations are quite strict, especially regarding visits to military barracks. If this was just an ordinary visit, how could Jungkook enter such a restricted area? Was there special permission? If so, why was he the only one allowed? And why is there no official statement from the military? Media capturing the moment too quickly usually. Emotional moments like these are rarely captured directly by cameras unless they were planned beforehand. The circulating photos show perfect angles, almost like a movie scene arranged neatly. Was this just a coincidence? Or was there someone ensuring that this moment would go viral? Speculation about a secret BTS project. Some fans have started wondering if this has something to do with BTS's future projects. Is this part of a pre-designed marketing campaign to maintain BTS's hype in the entertainment industry despite their military hiatus? If so, should we accept it wholeheartedly or should we question it further? Should ARMY doubt this? As devoted fans, we naturally want to believe every moment involving our favorite idols. However, we also have to be realistic and recognize that the entertainment industry is not always transparent. Many marketing strategies are used to maintain an artist's relevance, including creating emotional and touching narratives to keep the public engaged. We have often seen how rumors or seemingly real news turned out to be just part of a larger scheme to build a particular image. So, could this be one of those scenarios? Or are we just being too skeptical and losing our trust in our idols? Let's discuss. Share your opinions. Now, the question is, do you believe that this event truly happened? Or is it just a fabricated story to attract media attention? Is this a genuine display of Jungkook and V's unbreakable friendship? Or is it just a cleverly played marketing strategy by their management? Share your thoughts in the comments. Were you touched by this moment? Or do you feel something is off? Let's discuss it with an open and critical mind.